Okay, hello, welcome to the beginning part of the video where we see if everything is working okay. Let's find out. The chat has come up very quickly today. Fantastic. Perhaps it's a sign of good things to come. We will see how we get on. That would be nice. Okay, I think we're all ready to go. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single-player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and to find out what happens. In this video series I'm doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long. And the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so it should be quite a long series. It's already quite long now. That video 54, so we're doing alright. We've still got a bit left to do. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week, probably for a couple more weeks, so we'll see how we get on with that as well. Hard to know really, probably into February anyway. So yeah, feel free to write a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is more than welcome. So we've got 4 quests left now only. We did one last stream, we completed another quest, that was good. We've got another one that involves leveling up our intimidation. We've got I don't know what this one is. This is the one where we need to figure out what's going on with the barmaid. This is the one we're going to try to do today, where we're going to the Bandit Camp, but we need to level up our lockpicking skill to do that. And then this is another one where we have to find who is going to be the right person to talk to continue quest R. So R and Q, a little bit of a mystery. S, we need to level up our intimidation, and the one we're doing now, V, we should hopefully be able to get on with today. It depends how we get on with leveling up. We've got our 12-sided die as our character marker, and it notes how many steps we do. Every 12 steps is half an hour of time. Here is a map card. They're mini cards. In the top left corner is the number of the card, and then north, south, east and west you would have the numbers of the cards to take if you want to go in that direction. Unfortunately this one is probably not the best example. It's our fishing node right on the end of the pier, so you can only go east, back the way you came. The other ones I've got X's to show you can't go in the water. You can't swim in this game. And bushes are barriers when you're walking around, and you can't climb up and down cliff faces. Should be reasonably self-explanatory. Here's our character board. We've got all of our gear. We've got our pouch with some food in there. That's how you restore your health. You can only access the items in your pouch to do that. We've got 35 spaces, half-inch spaces in our satchel. Hopefully you can see here we've got a couple of fish that take up slightly bigger space, and we've got a short bow now, a fishing net that also take up slightly different spaces. So we've got real space inventory management. We've got a quest item, we've got a dream deck. So this goes in order 1 to 10. We're on dream 9 at the moment. We have got a reward of having a week at the inn for free. So we're going to use that. So that means we save 50 gold, which is great. So we can still use this. This is double the amount of space as your satchel, and you can stack up 5 of the same item on each tile. The weather's okay, so that's great. That means animals will come out in the woods. And then we've still got Merwin's map here, which gives us an overview of the area. So we just did some fishing. We want to sell that because we've only got 10 gold. So we want to go up to the pub to sell our bonnet head shark and a bass, and then we also want to sell leather gloves, wolf leather. Oh, do we want to sell our wolf leather? Wolf leather is better than bear leather, which is what we've got so far. We only just upgraded our bear leather. I have to have a double check to see if that's worth doing. Probably not, because we'd have to hunt wolves to upgrade it, and we've already upgraded all of our bear leather sets to 3 out of 5. So I think we're not going to do that. We'll just sell it. We've got some raw meat and we've got some garnets and precious gems, so we're going to go to the blacksmith to sell those to him. And the raw meat, we could do some cooking, but we're not going to do that probably in this stream. We've got some excellent meat which restores, I think, 32 health, and then but sells for 25 gold, so I don't think we'll need the gold for that. So we might just use one of those if we need it in combat, if we get to that. Let's see how we get on. Right, we're at the beginning of this day, last day 7 of, day 6, in fact, of week 4 of our first month of playing in-game month. So we're going to go back from here, go up to the tannery, then to the pub, then to the blacksmith. So we want this to be quite far over. The blacksmith is going to be way over here. So I'm going to put this as far over as I can get it. I think just one card, perhaps. We'll see if we can keep it all on. Otherwise, it's fine. We'll pack them away. We've got our 300 odd cards here, grouped into 50s. So we want 213. So that's right at the back here. So we take the whole group of 50s, usually easier. Look in the top left corner, and then place it down, and then we'll move when we need to. So I'm going to go around this side. Is that still in shot? It is still in shot. Good. And then we want 192. So going east to west to east, left and right is always sequential, but going up and down you're going to skip a few cards. So we want 192 here now. Put that down. And then 161. That's still in the same. And then up again, I think. Well, let's go across to 162. And then up to 139. Let's see if we can do that from this side, so stay in shot. Okay, so here's a path on this card, so following paths always leads to buildings, so if you ever get a bit lost, follow a path and see where you end up, and then at least on your little map you'll know where you are roughly. 102. I think that is the tannery. We can check with our buildings deck. So we've got a deck of cards here with numbers on the back, and you can well, there's one number. Can you see? It's numbers on the back, so you just match them up with the ones on the map. So we're looking for 102. Flip it over, and we've got the tannery there. Okay, so it's gridded, so you can do some sneaking and some stealing if you wanted to. We're not going to do that today, though. We haven't done it for a while, in fact. But this is the right place. Eli is our man in there. So we're at the right place. We don't need to bring his card up. We're going to sell our wolf leather gloves to him. Don't think there's anything else we want to sell to him. No. So we can check how much they go for. They're usually half the price of what you sell. But in the back of the rule book, we've got the prices of everything anyway. So wolf leather gloves, so we go here, armor, wolf, and we got head, hands and feet all the same, so 8 gold. It's not loads, but we're not going to be able to upgrade them, so we'll just take 8 gold from you. We're just tallying that up now on here, so that's 18. We do have some real coins that we were using, but I've now switched to just doing it on here. I think the novelty does wear off a little bit with that, especially when you are tracking so much money at once. Just changing something else here as well. Get to that if we need to. So this is the right place. We'll now move our marker and sell those. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So that's 1.5 hour used up in getting over there. We've still got 14.5 hours of our 16-hour day. So plenty of time. Let's try wolf leather gloves. Okay, good. Just on the top. Nice and easy to put away. We've got our 8 gold. We're going to continue on our way to the pub to sell our fish, and then to the smithy. So we can go all the way across and then down, or we can just go down and along. I'm going to go down and along. I think 138. So time goes pretty slowly when you're walking. Every 12 steps is a half hour, and you've got 16 hours, so 32 half hours. You've got, I think, 190 odd steps in a day, so you shouldn't really ever have to worry about how many steps you're doing if you go in the wrong direction, or if you have to go back on yourself. Do we want to go to the inn to drop anything off? I mean, we could keep our gems if we wanted to. We've got bronze ingots as well, but we don't really need to store those. I think we just need the money because we want to upgrade our lock picking skill. Yeah, twice. 30 gold is what we need, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get that. So we're going down here, so we go all the way along, so it's quite straightforward, just one card after the other. Do the cards first and then I move the marker afterwards, is usually the way I go with this. Keep going, hopefully we can get to the smithy. Here's the pub, we'll stop off there. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Another half hour used. I've got a bit of a sniffle at the moment. I apologise for the sniffs. Not in advance, I just did it. So yeah, it's a bit cold in January, unfortunately. These things go around. So we're at the pub. We're selling our bass. So you can exchange your fish for raw meat if you want that instead, because you can cook that and get gold from cooking it. But I think I looked at it last stream, which was better, and I'm pretty sure for these it's a gamble to cook because you roll a 20-sided die, so this wouldn't be a gamble. We definitely get some money from these. I'm not entirely sure how much money we get. Again, that should be, I don't know if, no, it won't be in here because we added these later on. I'm gonna have to, I haven't updated that yet, so I'm gonna have to go into the fishing deck quickly, find out how much money we get from the bass. It should be quite quick to do. So we've got a bonnet head shark bass, so we go 7 gold or 1 raw meat's definitely not worth it. And then no, I'm not sure why I put the medium fish back down there. Let's just sort this out quickly. Large fish, medium. So here are large fish. So that's 7 gold, and the bonnet head shark is 40 gold. Would have only been 2 raw meat, so yeah, the chances of cooking it to be worth that much is very low at this level. So we'll take the 40 gold, so 47 gold in total. So that is quite a lot. Put these away. As you can see, the bonnet head shark is a 1-inch square, so it's quite a large chip to keep in your satchel, and this is 2 half inches together. 47 gold though, that will mean we can definitely upgrade. So 47 plus 18, this is a difficult number for me. So if we add that to make that 20, so it'd be 45 plus 20, I think. 40, 50, 65. I'm going to go 65. Hopefully that's right. My maths isn't great. So we've done that. Next thing is to sell that. We definitely don't need the bronze ingots. I'm pretty sure we don't need the garnets or the gems for another quest, so there's no real point in keeping them. I have decided there's going to be a use for them in a subsequent game after this, but right now they're not much use other than just exchanging them for gold. So we're going to go to the smithy. I think that's where we're going to exchange these things. It kind of makes a bit of sense, I think. So let's continue along the path. So we want 130. 130. I think it's going to be going down, isn't it? So 130. I wonder if we can keep this on. Let's go 128 and then down to 172. So there's a lot of card management in the game because I like the idea of everything being explored as you explore, so you don't even know how far away something is. And I think you get used to it quite easily. It's not too difficult. Once you start looking in the top left corner, it's quite easy, I think. Is this going to fit in the... Should do. Just about. The camera area is quite a lot smaller than my table, so you can fit a fair bit more than this that I'm showing on here as well. But I think, yeah, it's fine. It's supposed to be a relaxing game, a chill game. You know, there's no rush, there are no time limits. You just do whatever you can. And these are 1 hour sessions on purpose, so you can see what you get done in an hour, which isn't loads, but you could easily spend 4 or 5 hours on a session. The last playthrough I did wasn't filmed, it was just me sat at the table, and yeah, I was doing 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours sometimes in a session without even realising it, which is what I like in the game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I like that there are no time limits or anything like that. You do upgrade your character, but you can take as long as you want. You could spend your session doing a quest, or finishing a quest, or doing a skill, fishing, hunting, mining, logging, lots of different things you do, or just explore and see what's there. I was thinking about adding random events that you could come across, but it'd take a while to write those up because I'd want there to be quite a lot. You know, if it's a lot of days, a lot of sessions, 60 odd sessions you're doing, you want it, you know, at least 60 odd events. I would have thought it would be great to get like 100 events of 50 positive, 50 negative, so you never know what you're going to get. Anyway, I haven't got those up yet. Obviously it'll take a long time to write 100 different interesting-ish kind of events. I don't know how interesting they need to be if they're just random ones, and they would be on map. They'd be on map cards, so you would just exchange the one that you had with the one that you're currently using. So the place is random as well. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's do the bronze ingots. How much are they worth? That is in here. Bronze ingot is 10 gold each. Whoa, okay, that's a lot. So that's 20. Let's see if we can add up the other ones. So we've got orange and blue sapphire. So orange is 7, blue is 20. So that's 47. And then the purple garnet, 47 plus 25. Wow. We don't really want to, we're going to have too much. There's a limit of 100 gold. So let's not get rid of everything. Maybe let's keep the purple garnet. How much was that? 47. 65, 40, but this is going to be too much already, isn't it? Okay, let's just do the bronze ingots. That's going to be 10. And we do the orange sapphire. That's just 7. So we can do 17. Can we do 7? Yeah, we can't do that. The blue sapphire or the purple garnet because that's 45 together. Okay, let's just do that then for 17. For now, 17, and we'll keep these. Okay, bronze ingots, and we've got the orange sapphire. So bronze ingots go in here. They were 10 each, weren't they? 27, not 17. 27. Ingots, and then hopefully, I don't know if this is, no, orange sapphire, was that in this one? Or was that in the other one? I think it's cheap ones. There's a bunch of cheap gems and a bunch of expensive gems, and it's going to be in the cheap gems. So 27, keep the expensive ones up there, so just in case. 27 plus 65, so that's going to be 60, 70, 80, 92. Wow. Okay, well that's worked out very well for us. We've got loads of money. That was from fishing last stream. If you want to see that and how it's done in the sea fishing specifically, there's river fishing or sea fishing. We picked up a couple of chests. We even did lock picking, which use these special coloured dice. So if you want to see how lock picking is done, watch the last stream. Right, hopefully we'll do some this stream as well. So we're going to upgrade our lock picking with the 30, max it out, we're gonna upgrade our intimidation maybe, and then we can if we do that's another 30. Or we don't have any bear leather. We need to hunt some bear to get that. So we want to be in the woods this side and woods this side. We want to be on this side because we want to talk to the witch as well. Right, let's right, we need to find out who upgrades our lock picking is the tailor, and we also want to buy some lock picks from him. So he is next to the tanners. Just checking the little map. He's next to the tanners, so we want to go over there. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. You want to do anything at the pub? No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a half hour. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these. We're not going back in this direction in this stream, so I'm going to make a bit of space. And it's going to be quite easy to do, so we just pick up from one side and put the uns underneath it so they're in order, and then whack them back in the deck box. So 1, 2, 8. Test up the first card and then put the whole stack in, and then 1, 7, 2 is going to be in a different stack. 1, 7, 2. So like I said, it doesn't take too long to do, but it is a bit fiddly because they're mini map cards as well. Right, let's move this over here. Yeah, let's put it all the way over. I'm not entirely sure how far in we need to go. We don't necessarily need these, but there's no real reason to get rid of them. Don't think we're going to go too far south. I think it's going to be straight along. We're going to go up to 103 anyway, to the tailors. Okay, so that's 11. And we will double check with the buildings deck. 103 is the tailor. So let's just do that. Yes, we've got Zilchek and Taneb. So we will talk to, I believe it's Zilchek, who will sell us the lockpicks. Let's go into our character deck. We've got lots and lots of characters. We'll find Zilchek. On the back of the card, we'll see what he's selling. And I'll show you what the cards look like. Where's Zilchek? Right at the bottom. Perfect. Of course he is. So all the character cards are the same. They have their big picture, and then at the top their name, and then in the bottom box we've got the quests they're a part of, and then their intimidation level, a sneak level, and that's for stealing from them or pickpocketing, and the amount of gold they've got too for pickpocketing. And then on the right we've got persuasion. We've got a couple of persuasion cards. We can see if we can buy more of these. They're also 15 gold each. So if they line up with the black dots, black markers, we can get half price if we match 2 up. Try to show you how that looks. We can match 2. We can match 2. I wonder if you can see that. So we've got 2 matches here, which means we can get half price off the cheaper items. We've got very cheap. We've got the cheap stuff, middle stuff, and expensive stuff. So if you have, I think 2, I can double check it in a minute. 2 matches is the cheap, and I guess 3 is medium, and 4 is expensive. So we're actually matching 2. So it says we can read what we do. We look into their eyes and maintain eye contact, and you excuse yourself for any interruption. Excuse us, Zilchek. Actually, they're both. It's actually not that one at all. This one doesn't help us. It's just we're looking into his eyes and maintaining eye contact. Zilchek, you just love a bit of eye contact, do you? Was that? Let me double check it. Oh, hold on. One of these doesn't look like. Oh no, it's not rubbed. It's not coloured in. I rubbed it out because I probably realised you could have with one card. You can just persuade the guy. So I think I took that off. It looks like I rubbed it out. That's frustrating. Okay, I thought I was going to have a be in luck then. Okay, got a bit of money off our lockpicks. So you have to buy lockpicks in groups of 5. They're the only item you can stack in your satchel. I just thought that was made more sense because you probably have to buy quite a few and there's no point of it taking up space in your satchel. And he's also going to advance our lockpicking skill, 15 gold per level. So we want, it's 10 gold for 5. We want at least, I mean, we want 10 probably a minimum lockpicks. We've got, I know from forethought that we need 2 locks to get through. Last time it took all 5 lockpicks and we were quite lucky to get through, so I think we need at least 10, maybe even 15. 10 gold each, that's 30. So let's just do the upgrade first and we'll figure out how many lockpicks we want. So 30 gold from 90 is 62. Okay, that's nice and easy. We're now at max lockpicking. So we've maxed out our hunting, cooking. I'll show you. Here we've got one of our trackers that tracks the time, morality. If you steal stuff, obviously you lose a bit of morality. You can only get it back from doing quests. You have to be a bit careful. We've got all our skills: mining, logging, hunting, cooking, sneaking, lockpicking, pickpocketing. I'm pretty sure we don't need that as a separate skill. I have to double check it. Intimidation and traversal. We've got in payments, day of the week, and then we've got our armor. We've got leather. All at level 3 at the moment. It's bare leather. So we've got hunting, cooking, and lockpicking is what we've maxed out. Sneaking we have got up to 4 because at level 5 it's not the right one. Let's get our skills rulebook. At level 5 for sneaking, yeah, it just only impacts searching items whilst you're stealing. So actually you only need to get up to level 4. Let's just have a quick look at our persuasion. I haven't said that. Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, 2, 3 and 4. So 2 matches half price on the cheap stuff, 3 matches for middle, and then 4 matches for the expensive stuff. Okay, nice and easy. But we don't have it because I rubbed it out because I realised 1 card being able to do that is a bit ridiculous. So how much do we want to spend on lockpicks? We definitely need to spend 20 to get 10 lockpicks. The question is, do we want more? I don't even know how many lockpicks we have. You don't really want to buy too many. Well, I don't even know how many we've got here. Might just have to use some random chits and then put the lockpick on top of them. Because we've got lantern oil here, which we haven't really used much of. We haven't been in the caverns too much. We did go in the caverns once though. So let's just take, how many we got here? I think it's like 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. 15, 20, yeah. Okay. How many lockpicks? It's 10 for 5. How many lockpicks do we have? I think we've got 50. Do we have 15 lockpicks, or do we have fewer than that even? I think we've got only 10. We could get lucky. We get a re-roll as well. We can always come back. Yeah, let's do 10, 20, 30. Do we want to spend 30 gold? It's a lot of money. We can always come back, but we don't want to. We have to go into the woods, which means we're going to have to encounter animals as we go. It's a bit dangerous. Don't really want that to come back out and come back in again. Oh. Let's get 15. Let's get 15. Watch us do it without needing any lockpicks. Like 2 lockpicks. It took us all 5 last time to do 1. That's 30 gold. How much gold have we got? 60. Should we just do, I don't know. Do we spend the money? We can always get money from hunting. We're going to have to hunt bears anyway. So that's fine. It's fine. We're gonna get 3 lots of 5. So we stack them up in groups of 5. Put them on our satchel. In our satchel. So they only take up 1 space for all 5. I should have just thought, yeah, because otherwise there are only 30 spaces in your satchel, 35 spaces in your satchel, and then once you've got, I've taken a pickaxe and axe out of here already, so we have to have a bed roll, the fishing rod and fishing net. The lantern could probably go out. We don't need that straight away. We can always drop the eyes, but I'm pretty sure we need those for poisons later on, so that's why I'm keeping them. They're taking up a fair bit of space. Anyway, we've got lockpicks. We've got 15 lockpicks. Hopefully that'll be enough. Okay. Would have been good. I mean, I don't know. The persuasion skill we haven't really used. We only bought 2 cards, and you probably have to buy all of them, which costs quite a bit, but you get money off. I don't know. These are choices you'll have to make as you play the game. Like, what you want to spend. We spent 30 more, so we're down to 32. That's still good. That's still good. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to go into the woods. 11, 12, 1. That's a half hour. We've got plenty of time, so I don't think we're going to go into night. We don't want to go to night. And we want 140. We want to go see the witch first, see what we need for poisons. 140. Let's see, we can look for the ingredients. 140, 141. So we're going through this bush. These are foraging spots. Not going to do any foraging. Here are the woods. I'm pretty sure straight along is where that she is. So we're going to have to start rolling once we go in. We're not in the woods there yet. We're not actually in the woods there yet either. That is where we're in the woods. So we need to roll an 8-sided die every move we're in the woods. So let's get that ready for an encounter of any kind. 1 to 3 is nothing. A 4-5 is a rabbit, which just gives you some raw meat. A 6-7 is a boar, which we can instantly sneak past, so they're not an issue. It's just 8s are bears. We got our, oh no, we do not have our full health. Oh yeah, we don't have our full health. We only got 38. I should always make a note of what my maximum is, because we can only heal up to your maximum, which is your defense plus your health from your species, but our health is only 5, so it's mainly defense from our armor, which I think is pretty high. It's around 60 something, maybe even 70 something. So we could eat one of our excellent meats early on, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we roll. I want to say 8. So going into the woods now, we do our first roll. We get a 6, which is a 6-7's a boar. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure we can just outrun a boar these days. Sneak past it. Let me just check. Yeah, they got a sneak of 4. We get a +3 to any of our rolls with it being upgraded to 4. So even a 1 on our 6-sided die would mean we get past quite easily. So we don't even have to roll. So that's fine. We want 1, 4, 6. That's got a logging node, but we're not going to do any logging. So 8, 9, 10, 2 steps. Time is doubled in the woods. 1 is nothing. 1, 4, 7. 3 is nothing. So that's 10, 11, 12. One more. And here we've got, I'll show you what it looks like. It's a bit dark because it's in the woods, but hopefully you can see the witch's hut. Sheelith is what she's called. There we go. So we end up on that. 1, 2. So that's a half hour. So we've still got 12.5 hours left in our day, so there's no worries at all. Do we roll for an encounter on there? I guess there might still be bears outside our hut, so we do, yeah. 3, nothing. Okay, so that's nice and easy. Let's talk to her. See what items. I just want to see what we need to make poisons. And we can check to see if she is part of any quests that we've got ongoing, which would be Q and R. So we'll see if she, what was it? R6 in particular, or Q16. Let's have a look. Sheelith. Okay, so quests down here. She's part of a lot of quests. K. We're not doing K. We finished K. So she is part of R. Aha, R6. Oh, she has R6. Okay, great. So we can do that one. She's got a lot of R. She R6, R7, R8, 10, 11, 13. Okay, she's part of that and part of S. So we need to try to remember that. Make a note of it. Okay. Here's what she's selling. I made a few notes on this, made some changes. So poisons, all poisons. Oh, it doesn't say what the ingredients. Maybe we need to write that. You can buy a healing tonic for 20 gold that restores, I think, 20 health. It's the same as a tasty meal, but a hearty meal is better, and the cooked meat that we've got, excellent meat, is even better at 32. So not much point in doing that unless you don't want to engage with the cooking skill. It's just an alternative I put in there for that, really. But I'd like people to encourage, to do the cooking. It's a very important one. So we've got white poison, 20 gold, and yellow poison, 30, 40, 50, 60 up for yellow. So we've got white, yellow, orange, red, and black. And we've also got cure paralysis and cure fear. So we have encountered fear. Was that last stream or the stream before? I think it was a stream before last, where we had fear. It stops you from doing anything for 2 turns, 3 turns in a round. So it could be quite useful to have something like that in there. So it's good to remember. I'm going to have a little look. Maybe it should say on here what ingredients you need. At the moment, our poisons are down here. So I'll just put a couple at the first 3 require eyes, but the more potent ones require something more difficult that you get. So the idea is the ingredients you get for these can only be found in the caverns, with the exception of eyes and leaves and what else? I think eyes and dead leaves. We've also got, so foraging, black thorns and gnarled roots, and dead leaves helps too. But so we've got, so the white poison's the going to do the least amount of damage, but then we've got yellow, orange, and then red and black does the most. So we've got the things here. Maybe we'll keep these here. Can only be used once. They sell for a certain amount, and then on the back it tells you what it does. So the white one does blindness. So the enemy rolls a die for the next attack. If it's even, it's a hit. If it's odd, it's a miss. So you can only be used once as well. The yellow one is dizziness. Enemy rolls a die for movement for 1 turn. So that means if they want to do a movement attack or skill, they have to roll for that, but they can't attack for 1 turn. So it depends what comes out, what they do. If it's a movement like a dodge or something, then they'll have to roll for it. But if it's an attack, they can't do it for 1 turn. And then the orange poison is confusion. The enemy hits another enemy or themselves the next turn. So that's a good one. That requires dead leaves. Do we have dead leaves? Oh, tattered wing is also a forage. Oh no, yeah, we kept that. That's from fighting bats. We have done that. That's why I've got tattered wings. Fangs. Do we have any fangs? We've got eyes. We need 30 eyes. Oh my! I just realised how many eyes we need. 10, 20, 30. And then these ones don't require eyes. They require something more difficult to get. So 30 eyes for the orange poison for it to hit itself. So you have to kill 30 Night Stalkers for that. It's quite a lot. Maybe I need to bring that down by a bit. Maybe like 5, 10, 20 or something. Yeah, might be a bit too many. That was because they used to get 2 eyes per Night Stalker, which made kind of sense, but now I've got one chit that is 2 eyes. It's called eyes. So we're going to halve these. So yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, what have we got? We've got, they have to make it. We've got Fang and Tattered Wing. Giant Stinger wearing it. That's going to be from the cavern, obviously. I thought we had dead leaves. We've got stingers and black thorns. We don't have any dead leaves. So this is a reason for foraging. Normally foraging, because it's a free node, you kind of just do it at the beginning of the game to try to get something you can use or sell to get some gold. But I've tried to bring it back into use for the late game for poisons, only for poisons to be fair. So if you're not using poisons, it's like you don't have to use them at all, but it's an option to do some foraging, and I think that's quite fun. Yeah, we'll definitely halve the amount of eyes that you need for those 3. We got black and red poison 2. Let's keep those out so I remember. These are just miscellaneous stuff that still needs to be implemented. We've got a player house as well. I've got a view, a bestiary, and our spirit weapon for when we have nightmares, which is a different game, kind of like a boss battle. Anyway, well, yes, she's part of a quest. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's the one with our stone rubbing. Aha. So that's good. It's always good to try to remember to check the quest. Sometimes I forget to do that, but you can always look ahead and it will tell you who is speaking, so you will know. But here in our quest items, we have got a stone rubbing from a strange place. I'll put that next to here. From a strange place after some girls, the farmer's daughters, showed us it. So we had to do a couple of things to get this stone rubbing. We had to get some charcoal and some paper and then put it on the stone and make the rubbing ourselves. So we got this stone rubbing. We took it to the scholar, GA, up at the sort of top northeast of the map, but he didn't really know what to do. He's an astronomer, so he didn't really know anything much about this. But she does. So let's see what she says. So she says, "These are crests from ancient houses. How did you come by this?" "Oh, those girls. This is a rose for House Thorn. Very old, long dispersed and deteriorated. The mark at the bottom is a rune of magic. I can make a draft that will reveal more, but it will come with this warning. Wherever this belongs is a dangerous place. Delving deeper may invoke irreversible harm to you. Think carefully upon this path before running along it blindly. If you persist, then you must first test your courage against the fiercer creatures of the realm. Venture into the caverns and find these ingredients for the draft." So there's another quest that makes you go into the caverns. I forgot about that. So we need a tattered wing. We've got a tattered wing, so we don't need that. Yeah. Beetle husk. Have we got? No, we don't have a beetle husk. And coagulated blood. Do we need coagulated blood? I think might need a bottle to keep it in there. So that means we need to buy a bottle as well. I don't know if I wrote that anywhere. Does coagulated blood need a bottle? I think I might have it. A list of all the inventory stuff, all the items in the rules. So let's double check items, inventory. I guess it's coagulated. So maybe the inventory can only hold things by being in the bottle. by being stacked in a bottle. We got mushrooms, worms, crickets, maggots, glow bugs, eyes, and then frogs, snakes, centipede, and blood. So you can only hold one of these in the bottle. You can hold up to 5 of the smaller things. So you can put worms, crickets. You can't put raw meat in, or you can put the eyes in. So we could stack 5 of those into a bottle. How many of those have we got? 7. So we could put 5 in a bottle of the eyes. That might be worth doing. And then the blood also has to be in the bottle. So essentially it would be good to get two bottles, empty bottles, that we'll get from the general shop, which is our man, what's he called? What's he called? It's going to be here. Erith, there he is. So Erith, he sells us empty bottles for 10 gold. I mean, is that too much? I feel like that should be 5. I mean, it's just a bottle, isn't it? It's an empty bottle. Well, that shouldn't be as much. I'm going to bring that down to 5. Feels right. Yeah. Let's do that. I'm going to bring it down to 5. We can always change it again. We need 2 of those for 10. So we can do that. We could go back. He is just next to the tailors, so we could always go and go grab a bottle. But we don't need to do that right now. So she wants, that's quest R6, where so she can help us with the stone rubbing. To a rune of magic, and a draft will reveal more. Okay, so we need to go to the caverns to do that. So we'll put that in our save box. We've spoken to you then, so we've done a bit there. You don't have anything to do with Q. No, she doesn't have Q. Okay. Well, that's good. We've got something going on with R, and we've got quest V. This is what we want to do now. So we're trying to find. Oh, it tells us where to go. So the quest V was talking to a youth, scruffy youth. We were following a cat, trying to find a cat. And then it was by this youth who told us he's got a lot of problems in the bandit camp. He didn't say he was a bandit, I think, specifically, but you know, we can either help him or not help him. I know, obviously, that if we do help him, we don't have any more bandit attacks at night. So it'll be worth doing. I'll just read it to refresh our memory of quest V. So he said, "It might be some of us have caused you trouble already. Might not. We work on our own, but share a livelihood. None of us can stand Gil. Something's happened to him and it's breaking us apart." So Gil's the leader. "Look, you help us and we'd leave you alone, right? Be good for everyone, right? Come down to our hut. It's at the southern end of the Grey Wood, which is the one on the east. Only I can't tell the others you're involved. It'd get to Gil and things would get worse. You'd have to sneak in and get him by surprise. You can do that, right? Well, there's the police, stranger." And he walks away. "Go to map card 198, then take quest card V8 for the next one." No, V9. V8 was already done for a different part. V9, that is right. Okay, alright. So 198 is where we need to go. We are at 148. So we want to go down. This is the Grey Wood. I think if we just go straight down, we'll see roughly where we end up. Don't want to roll any 8s if we can avoid it. So 153 is what we need. 5-3. So 2, 3, 4. Roll an 8-sided die. We don't want 8s. Anything else is fine. 4. Ah, that's a rabbit. So we can get. I guess it. We can get a a bit of raw meat if we catch the rabbit. This is just a chance. I think there are 5 cards. I think there are 3 caught, 2 that are not caught. So what are those chances? 3 and 5 is not sure. And we do capture it. There we go. We get 1 raw meat from a little rabbit. Let's keep that out. Might get another one. So we get raw meat. Okay, good. Let's get raw meat. We do not have a lot of space, but that's okay. It's only 1 raw meat. We're not going to fight any bears if we come across any, because I think that would be foolish. Just trying to move the blue sapphire out of the way here so I can put some more raw meat down. Hopefully we've got enough lockpicks to get in. Right, 200. We don't want 200. We want 198. So it's going to be. So if this one's going 152, 154, that's going to go that way. So 198 should be like here. So we can go down along or along and down, along down. Let's go along down. 154. So that means we've still got the same card. 154. So I wasn't sure whether to put the exact map card number down to find this, or just to say it's in the south of the Grey Wood. Go look for it yourself. 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Would it be too frustrating to walking around in the woods for ages because it's quite a slow process? This, let's say 6. Or is it better that you just don't know and you have to look? I'm not sure. 8. It is a bear. Oh dear. Oh, okay. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Where's a bear? There it is. Let's try to sneak past it first. What's it, sneak level? I think it's a 6. Where's the bear? There's the bear. It is a 6. Okay. I think it's quite unlikely. Look, we won't get past it, but we'll do our best. Just make that space there. Okay, bear, 6. Right, we've got a 6-sided die. We get a +3 to our roll. We need to beat 6. So that means a 3 or more. So it's 50-50. 2 is not 3. That's frustrating. Okay. Okay. So we're going to fight this bear. They've got their deck. We give it a shuffle. We're not going to fight it. We're going to flee. You can flee any encounter, but you have to let the enemy have 1 go at you. So, in fact, and my species has, every species has a special combat bonus and skill bonus. Our combat bonus is we can turn any of our cards into an initiative, which means we can kind of, if we get our dodge, we can dodge out of the way of any first attack. So it really depends if we get. So first of all, our sneak, we can automatically sneak past boar, so that's good. And then now the bear, we didn't get it. There's a 50-50 chance we didn't get it. So now we're hoping we get one of our 4 dodges in our pack of. We've got a full weapon deck now. We've upgraded it. You buy each card individually to upgrade it from 12 to 24 cards. I'm pretty sure we've got 4 dodges. We just need a dodge, just need a dodge, just need a dodge. We didn't get a dodge. Okay, we are not lucky today. We've got 2 sneak attacks, a miss, and a backstab. So we're not going to do any damage to it. We're just going to have to take whatever it gives us. It will have misses, but we've got 38 health, so we'll be fine for pretty much any attack. Should we do the top one or should we do one in the middle? Let's do the top one. It's a scratch for 8 damage. We're taking a middle one. There's going to be a charge for 8. It doesn't make any difference. Right, so we take 8 damage from this bear. I guess we leave it out a little bit. So we had a few chances to dodge and get away, but we didn't, so we're down to 30 health. I hope we're going to, well, we've got stuff to get our health back, that's okay. 155, yeah, and then we go down south. So that's right. So we know where to go. I don't know if I should put the map card in. You just have to find it. I think that's what my gut says, anyway. Because this is just a bit easier, isn't it? You know exactly where it is. So 6, 7, 8. And we roll our 8-sided die again. We don't want an 8. No way. It's an 8 again. It almost moved and then fell back on the 8. Right, so we do it again. Okay, we need a 3 or more. 3 or more, 3 or more, 3 or more. 3! Yes! Okay, we snuck past it that time. Only just. Wow. That's good. Okay, 198. We are at the right map. Oh, because I have to draw on a hideout on this card. That's why. We haven't got a marker for it. Yeah, so we need to add that. Just quickly sketch ourselves a little hut. Is that even? It's not even going to turn up. Don't know. Anyway, there it is. 198 south. We still need to roll. So 8, 9, 10. We roll our 8-sided die. It's a 3, which is nothing, so that's good. We'll keep these out because we still need to get out of the woods again. We could have gone down and along, but oh well. We went through the woods instead. Right. We're now going to check our building card. Let's get this put this away. We're not going to get a bear. Need to make a bit of space, really. Alright, buildings. So we go to our buildings deck as normal for 198. But, and often there are other cards where you have more than one card per building. So here, let me show you 107 first as an example. 107 is the inn. So we have the ground floor and the first floor here. So this is normally how you find buildings. The pub has 2 that join together to create one large room, but this one has 2 floors. So that's how that's separated. But for the bandits, we have got a few cards. So we've got, these have been hastily put together. We've got 7 cards for here. So I need to write on this, reveal 1 at a time. Reveal 1 card at a time. That's important. Right, so this is going to create quite a large space, but we do it. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that. That's going to come up. It's quite light. I'll flip it over and that should come up. So we have a hand-drawn in pencil version of the inside of a cabin, but it's the same as the other ones. It's got a grid so we can walk on it, and we've got little boxes if we wanted to steal from those. I guess there's no one in this bit, so maybe I won't have any boxes you can steal from because no one will be there to stop you from it. So let's not do that. Get rid of the stealable things. No stealable items. How are we doing on time? We're pretty. I don't know how much of this to do right now. So we go. It'd be better to set this up for next stream, you know, because there are quite a few bits here and we need to have it higher so you can see it a little bit easier, because we're going to explore down here and go down these little hidden steps, and it says 2 there, so you then, I shall reveal it, reveal 2, and 2, as you can see, you have to find how it matches up. It's quite straightforward because you just go behind the stairs, and it's not going to be that way because that doesn't match up with the stairs, so it's going to be this way. So you match it up with the stairs, which is also with the cards. So it's going to create a little journey that we're going to go on through the bandit hideout. So it's a little cabin, but then you go down these steps, and this would be like a little dungeon you go through. Maybe you can see it on the end here is number 3. So then you reveal 3 to see what is revealed as you go. It's like a mini version of the overworld map. So we'll walk through it, and we've got a little marker for us so we know exactly which square we're on. So I'm going to do that next stream because it's going to take a bit of time. I was going to do it this one, but it's taken a bit longer than I thought to get everything sorted out and get here. we had to have a bear fight, so we're going to do that next stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is a new thing, so we're going to pack up, and then we're going to do that next. So we'll leave that out, and we'll pack it. We'll leave us on here, and we'll just pack up these. So we got 153 to 155. Put that around here. So let's just pack these all. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's put them in order, because we've got a lot there. So we've got 213 and 214, 192, 161, and we've got all of these. So we're going from this side 138 all the way along. So like I said, going east to west. West to east is always very easy because it just goes together in a little pile. And it's good to know that the witch's hut is just along the same line of the path. That's why to try to remember that. So there are notes you can make as you play the game that I'd recommend that you do. I think this is a good game for journaling as well. I've said in the past, because you keep track of the day and the things you do. You can say, you know, you hunted a bear, or you tried to run away from a bear, or you caught a rabbit by chance and got some meat from it. I think there are quite a lot of opportunities 192 for storytelling little bits, and it'll be quite fun to go back to, especially if you play it for like 60 hours and you're only doing that, you know, once on a weekend. You'll forget the stuff you do at the beginning, and when you come back to it, I think that'd be quite fun. So let's just put these away then. We'll come back to it tomorrow, the next stream, and go through the bandit hut and see what is in store for us. We have to unlock the bandit hut, the cabin lock. Is it going to be one lock pick, or maybe there's only one? Maybe the back you go in which case we didn't need to buy 3 lots of things, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, what was I doing? 138. Let's put these back. 137, 138, and then 102. So it's very easy to pause the game, pack it away. That's all the map cards done, and then we can use our quest box to keep track of which card we're on and how many steps we've done. So it's maybe worth keeping one of those free for that. So that's where we are. This is to remind me of what we're doing. Let's put that back. Don't need all that out. We're just going to need that, and hopefully we can just sneak past all the bandits and see what's going on with Gil. Right, well, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.